Today we are going to learn about programs for Python. Programs for Python. I'm going to make a program. It's very basic program. I'm gonna write down in first line in Python x is equal to 2. This is my assignment statement. In second line, print x. This is print statement. Let's figure out what we have done it here in these lines. X is equal to 2, not always integer. 2 can be character. So in C++ and MATLAB or other any language, you need to write at the first statement would be int, integer. If 2 is integer and you wanna 2 is character, then you would write chr x is equal to 2, right? In Python, if you wanted to x would be character, so on top, at the top of 2 we add 2 apostrophes, and let's again figure out it. X is 2, print x, and our first output is 2. And one other thing we have noticed, I think some students also notice here, there's no terminator signs at the end of each line, right? So in Python we don't need to write this operator terminator, no need to write this beauty in Python. And now let's continue. X is equal to x plus 2. X is 2, this old value, now new value is x is equal to 2 plus 2 is 4. Second output would be 4. In this program, x is variable, 2 is constant, is equal to n plus are operators, and function is print. Sequential steps: first we assign x equal to 2, then print, then our second statement is x is equal to x plus 2, then print. So we have two outputs, 2 and 4. For conditional steps, in first line I define x is equal to 5 if this is my condition, x less than 10 is right, then print, obviously print, and this condition is yes, then output would be smaller. If I write down instead of 5, I write down 21, 23, and so on. If x greater than 20, then print would be bigger instead of smaller. And if I write down neither less than 10 nor 20, I mean 11, if I assign x by 11, 12 or 13 something, and then just print would be only n. Here is flowchart here, x equal to 5, x less than 10, yes, then print is smaller, no, and go to second condition. If yes, x greater than 20, then print bigger, otherwise print n. Repeated steps. N is equal to 5. This is another loop, while loop. While n greater than 0, 5 is greater than 0, so right, then now this statement is true, then we go into while condition, print n is 5, print 5 is first output is 5, and another next line n is equal to n minus 1. What's gonna here, 5 less 1 is 4, then comes again 4 greater than 0 is right, then print n, and second output would be output, second output is 4. Similarly, if n becomes 1, 1 greater than 0, then print 1 is here, last output is 1. And in next line 1 less 1 is 0, and then comes again 0 greater than 0, condition fail, then print blast off, and then your program finish it. And flow chart here, n05 and greater than 0, first condition is true, then print, and this while condition is true, then print this value of n's, otherwise print blast off. Constants, there are two constants in Python. Fixed values such as numbers, letters and strings are called constants because their values doesn't change. Numeric constants are, as you expect, string constants use single quotes or double quotes. For example, print 1 to 3, 1 to 3 is output. Print 98.6, 98.6 output. Print upon apostrophe, we can write in double quotes hello world, then hello world. A variable is a name placed in the memory where a programmer can store data and later retrieve the data using the variable name. Programmers get to choose the names of the variables. You can change the contents of a variable in a later statement. X is equal to 12.2, y is equal to 14. And now assign again x is equal to 100. So new value for x is 100, not 12.2 is not anymore, and value of y is still same, 14. Assignment statements. We assign a value to a variable using the assignment statement is equal to, and its assignment statement consists of an expression on the right hand side and a variable to store the result. X is equal to 3.9 static x static 1 less x. Now I assign x is equal to 0.6 and I plug in this expression, and then final output is 0.936 and new value for x is 0.936. Expressions. Because of the lack of mathematical symbols on computer keyboards, we use computer speak to express the classic math operations. Static is multiplication, exponentiation raised to a power looks different than in math. Plus is addition, minus is subtraction, static is multiplication, slash is division, double static is power, percent is remainder. Now xx is 2, I define it, and then xx is xx plus 2, and then print is 2 plus 2 is 4, or plus 4. Y is equal to 440 static 12 means times 12. Print yy is 440 times 12 is 5280. Zz is equal to yy divided by 1000 means 5280 divided by 1000. Print zz, output is 5.28. jj is equal to 23 and kk is jj percent 5 means 23 divided by 5, and remainder would be what? 5 times 4 is 20, remaining is 3. Great. Print 4 static 3. Static means power. 4 power 3 means 64. Order of evaluation. When we string operators together, Python must know which one to do first. This is called operator precedence. Which operator takes precedence over the others. For example, x is equal to 1 plus 2 static 3 minus 4 slash 5 static 6. Operator precedence rule is parentheses are always respected, then power, multiplication, addition, left to right. X is equal to 1 plus 2 static 3 slash 4 static 5, and then first is power, there is no parenthesis here, second is power, and then 2 power 3 is 8, and slash 4 8 divided 4 is 2, and 1 plus 2 plus multiply 5 is 2 times 5. Multiplication and addition, we'll consider multiplication first. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. 11 is answer. Operator precedence. Remember the rules top to bottom. When writing code, use parentheses. When writing code, keep mathematical expressions simple enough that they are easy to understand. Break a long series of mathematical operations up to make them more clear. Please remember this clue. It will help you guys. What does type mean? In Python, variables, literals, and constants have a type. Python knows the difference between an integer, number, and a string, right? So DDD is equal to 1 plus 4. Answer would be 1 plus 4 is 5, right? EEE is equal to hello. One character, string, one string plus second string, hello plus there, in altogether is a hello. There is concatenation. Put together means add up. We can add up two strings, means one string is equal to number of characters, right? For example, plus means addition if something's a number, and concatenate if something's a string, right? Type matters. Python knows what type everything is. Some operations are prohibited. You cannot add one to a string, right? So here EE is equal to hello plus there, output would be hello there. If I write down EEE plus 1, EEE is strings. String cannot be added with integer. So what should I do? What happened here? Why we cannot add it? Because EE is string. So now we're gonna write a command type EEE. Class is strings, right? Hello and there both are strings, and type hello is a string again. Class type string. Type 1, this one is one number is integer, the type of. Several types of numbers. XX is equal to 1. Type XX is 1 is integer. TMP is equal to 98.6. Type temp. This is 98.6 is float. This type is float. Type 1. This type in type bracket 1 is a type is a function, right? 1. What is 1? 1 is integer. Type 1.0, it is float. So types of numbers. Okay, thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel. Bye bye.